Listen closely, because what you're about to hear is one of the most shocking transformations in all of history, how the most feared persecutor of Christians became one of the greatest apostles of Jesus Christ. This is the story of Saul, a man whose name caused believers to tremble, and how one unexpected encounter on a dusty road changed the course of his life forever. Saul's story begins in the ancient city of Tarsus, a busy and influential place known for education, culture, and trade. He grew up in a devout Jewish family and was trained from childhood to know the laws of God. As a young man, Saul stood out among his peers. He was passionate, intelligent, disciplined, and determined to defend everything he believed was right. He studied under Gamaliel, one of the most respected teachers of the law, and quickly became known as a rising figure among the Pharisees. To Saul, the teachings of Jesus were not just strange, they were dangerous. He believed that the followers of Jesus were misleading people, and he saw it as his sacred duty to stop them. Every time he heard someone speak about Jesus being the Son of God, or about resurrection, or about salvation through grace, Saul burned with anger. In his mind, he was protecting the faith of his ancestors. He thought he was working for God. And so, Saul became a hunter of Christians. He went from city to city, searching for anyone who followed the way, the early name for Christians. When he found them, he dragged them out of homes, separated families, and threw them into prisons. Some were beaten, some were threatened, some faced death, and through it all, Saul stood proud, believing he was fulfilling God's mission. One of the most unforgettable moments happened when Stephen, a man full of faith and the Holy Spirit, became the first Christian martyr. The crowd stoned Stephen to death for preaching about Jesus, and Saul was there, standing firmly, giving his approval, his eyes filled with certainty. That moment fueled him even more. Stephen died praying, "Lord, do not hold this sin against them," but Saul was unmoved. His heart was hardened, his mind was locked in its mission. As the early church grew, fear grew with it, fear of Saul. His name alone carried terror. Families whispered, "Hide, Saul is coming." People fled their homes. Christians gathered secretly, praying that God would protect them. But Saul was unstoppable. He went to the high priest and requested letters, official documents to arrest Christians in Damascus, a major city where many believers had fled for safety. With these letters, he would have full authority to capture any follower of Jesus he found. With confidence, Saul set out on the journey to Damascus. The sun was high, the road was long, dusty, and silent except for the sound of horses' hooves and footsteps. But Saul walked with purpose. Every step brought him closer to what he believed was a righteous mission. He felt powerful, certain, unstoppable. But heaven had other plans. Near Damascus, at a moment Saul never expected, something happened that shook the entire world of early Christianity. A bright light suddenly flashed